Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the final edition of Post Perez for the year of 2025. My name is WH Park, and of course, always joined by the Empress of Post Wrestling, Karen Peterson, your favorite K-pop idol fan and mine. And if you don't follow Karen over on Instagram, you're missing out on all the great content of like merchandise she is buying for Stray Kids. I think BTS as well.
Stray Kids. I'm more of a Stray Kids / ATEEZ fan, but I do have some BTS peppered about. But I am getting ready for the 2026 bloodbath that will be the BTS World Tour that's allegedly coming our way.
Oh yeah, because they all left Korean military service, right?
Yep, they evolved and they've done their service, and it's the first time back in almost 3 years. So everybody is ready.
That's. I think that might be bigger than like Taylor Swift's last concert tour.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, this will be my trying to get tickets for it will be like my Super Bowl. It'll probably will be very stressed.
It'll be yours, Taylor Swift, because I know like people, like not for me personally, but like I know so many people try to get Taylor Swift tickets for her last tour, and it's like the prices that they were saying to me, I was like,
yeah, no, I am allowing my friends who are longtime BTS fans that have a strategy. They have husbands who are computer engineers that have like the multi-screen setups. I'm like, here's my money. This is my price limit. Just get me whatever you can at this limit. Make it in Orlando so I don't have to go to Tampa. And that's it.
I lucked out. Like, you know, my erstwhile former co-host Jojo Remy and his wife Christine, they contacted me about Oasis because we're all Oasis fans. So they said, do you want to go? Where do you want to go? And thank God I said Toronto and not Chicago.
Yeah.
Considering 2025.
Yes. Please don't come here.
I said let's just make it easier. They've never been to Toronto, so I'm sure I talked about this in like the September episode because this concert was in August. But they got tickets no problem within the price range I wanted, and I had great seats. Just too bad about the rain near the end of the show, but that's okay. I got 90% of everything I wanted from that show. So it's okay. I have some great memories from
that's
that.
All that's important. I mean, that's the one thing I've missed about going to concerts is hearing my favorite performers live. So this year was a year that I fell in love with going back to concerts.
Yeah,
but I have a very like weird combination of concerts that I chose to go to.
I would rather go to a concert than go to a wrestling show live these days.
Yeah.
One, like, well, I mean, I'll just say it, like WWE is too expensive. I'm not paying what they want for what TKO wants. That's no. I already made a decision like 10 years ago. I'm not giving Vince McMahon any more money.
Correct.
So like willingly, you know. So that was part of it. But also like I just like people tell me these prices they paid to see it live. I don't mind like watching it.
Yeah,
like I did WrestleMania week with Rich Fan at the Airbnb. We didn't go to the event.
Yeah,
we just thank God because the weather was horrendous apparently.
Yeah,
because it's outdoor. You know, what is it? Allegiant Stadium? I forget which one's in Philadelphia, but or Pittsburgh. Oh no, Philadelphia. But I had a great time just watching it with Rich and some friends, and in the comfort of Airbnb with Chinese takeout. That's the best way to do it.
I'm a big proponent of Couchamania, where I'm like, I've got a 55-inch screen TV. I have my couch. I can have a whole spread of food in my own bathroom, 10 feet from where I'm sat.
Exactly.
For like $20 as opposed to $2,000.
Well, I went to see the last AEW show here in Toronto, the pay-per-view. What was it called? Not Full Gear. It was like
all in, all out,
all in,
all about, all about,
all in. Too long. That's what I called it. Too long. And actually, I was just in Halifax. I was on vacation in Halifax.
I loved your photos from your trip. I was so jealous.
It's great. Halifax. I highly recommend people if you want to come visit Canada. Don't necessarily have to come to Toronto unless you've never been here, but go to Halifax. It's really well worth it. I lucked out with the weather. Like it's off season.
Yeah.
So like so many people, tourists don't usually come in November. So I lucked out. So I got to go to Peggy's Cove and it was like no one was there. Like maybe 20 other people, and like I could take pictures, I could get the lighthouse, I could see the coast, dip my
Oh, that
toe
sounds so
in the
nice.
Atlantic Ocean. Apparently
How
something you had to
was
do.
it? Was it cold? It looked.
It was a little
chilly.
cold, but it like walking on a like a pebble, like a stone beach,
Yeah.
and like there's shells around.
Yes.
Like I took my
Did
shoe
you
off.
did you cut your foot at all, or
No, I took my one shoe off like close to the water and just walked her. But it was like that was cold, and then I'm just like being careful not to cut my foot on these sharp rocks and these
Yeah.
shells, like crab shells all over the place. And I got back no problem. Like if you want, I put the video up on Instagram. You can hear my friend laughing at me.
Yes.
But I did my toe. The water itself was cold, but like I didn't soak in it or anything. I didn't jump inside of
I
it.
was proud that you didn't fall in, because if I would have done what you did, I would have definitely tipped in.
That's why I took my bag off. I took my bag off and like all this stuff. But yeah, the only way I would go live to like that I can see myself going to wrestling shows if it's at Cork and Hall.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Yeah. So.
I feel like that's where I'm at right now, especially because even like going to like large events, like I said, like back in September, I went to a music release party and ended up with COVID for the first time. So it's like I love going to things and experiencing things, but sometimes it's just too people-y for me, and my immune system is not what it used to be, apparently. Right. So yeah. I don't want to have fun and then have to pay for having my fun in medically.
Exactly. No, you still have to be careful these days. So
yeah,
2 booster shots. Got the.
Yep. I'm finally clear to get mine now that it's been 3 months. So I'm going to go on Friday.
So I got the new COVID. I got a new flu vaccine. Yeah. My arm was killing me for a day, but take an Advil, extra strength Advil.
Yep.
Helps.
Just sleep it off.
And then I went to Halifax. All right. Well, Karen, let's get into business. We're going to do some updates and some results, and then we're going to do our best of list. You have inadvertently shown me your best of lists, but I have not shown
we
you
really
mine.
Didn't discuss if we were going to keep it a secret. It was like, you want to see mine? I'm like, well, and I'm like, and I had just sent my messages came through out of order, so I had sent my list, and I'm like, oh wait, do you want to see mine?
So I will say this, like we talked when we talked about doing the best of list. I said, oh, well, let's divide one category into like male and female, and that was the best wrestler. I'm going to tell you that when compiling, like doing my research, I was just like, honestly, the best wrestler, I did initially divide into genders. Then I just said no, because the best who I picked as the best wrestler is far in between. Like I thought better than anyone else.
Okay.
Of the year, include like whether it's male or female. So I won't say who it is. I won't say what gender they are. But
well, you put male/female, so I didn't know if I had to pick one person or two. So
you can pick
one of each.
Yeah. So, and then you can collate. You can decide which one is better. Then, right? Like that's what I did. I was like, oh, this person is so much better.
You guys are gonna experience me unpacking it in real time. I mean, just wait till you get to best match. I narrowed it down to 3, and I'm still going around in circles about it.
I have like best match, and then I have 2 runners up. Like what I put in contention for that, since pretty much every category is like that. So I was looking at your list, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's similar to mine, but like these are different. So we'll say that at the end of the show. I think we'll get there pretty soon. This is a really quiet time.
Yeah, it's kind of like the scramble to the end of the year shows, but of course the biggest focus ends up being the first week in January, when it's New Year, New Me. It's Wrestle Kingdom week, and that's when all the big shows really start. So a lot of it's just like kind of wrapping up the academic year for them, as it were, and just trying to close things out. But it's like a lot of Christmas specials, there's a lot of anniversaries this year apparently, and a lot of retirements.
So we'll start off with the world of joshi. I was saying to Karen off air, and I think I'll just share with our listeners. By the way, this is a free show.
Yeah,
it's a freeloader show. So if
for you,
if you're new, welcome.
But
if you want to hear more, you gotta go to the cafe, patreon.com/postwrestling and sign up for one of the tiers. Like the one tier, the lowest tier is like cheaper than a Starbucks coffee.
Correct.
Okay. For
It's
1
cheaper
month.
than my Starbucks order, that's for sure.
Oh fuck! It's cheaper than any Starbucks anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
I enjoy myself a good Starbucks, but fuck, it's expensive. Anyways, if you want to hear me drop multiple F-bombs in an episode, just sign up for the Patreon. Like that's there's only one free show
that everyone comes for is how much we
I
swear on the
only do
show.
one free show now. Like I am premium Park content.
I mean, same here.
So and that's the Long Line Railroad, which is kind of like whenever I find a guest and we can coordinate our schedules. It's just these days not so easy to do.
Yeah.
But Post Perez, MC Later, both are on the Patreon side of things here.
Yep.
So I mean, besides
us,
us,
are the New Japan reports with Bruce Lord. So
that's right. And besides us, you get so much great content. You get
so
talk.
much stuff. There's so much stuff on the cafe.
Best. My favorite thing is talk with John Way.
Yeah.
Like so, but we were saying the post Joshi segment, we should just change it. Just like Sendai Girls, the promotion is Senjo. Jo means girls, right? Yeah. So Sendai is Senjo. I thought we should just call the Joshi segment of this show Pojo. Pojo, not to be confused with John Pollock's nickname from his rapping days, Jopo. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you're gonna have to do some digging. If you have to do some digging on the internet if you want to know what I'm talking about. But anyways,
that in itself is a deep dive
in his wayward youth. But yes. But in the meantime, so we're gonna start with Pojo, the Pojo segment with Karen, yes. And I thought there's I was reviewing stuff for my own notes, but I thought some pretty interesting things that are coming up for sure.
Yes. So this, as we said, it's like there's a lot of tag leagues going on, and as much as I love a good tag league, I'm fairly certain nobody wants me to go through Stardom's Goddess Tag League where there were 12 tour stops.
Just the
finals I have the results of the finals because I think I have a feeling that that match will be added to their last show of the year. So back at the beginning of November on the 3rd, they had Crimson Nightmare at Odor Gymnasium on Culture Day, and the highlights from that particular show were the High Speed Championship where Mei Sarah defeated Hazuki, who is a former High Speed champion, in 10 minutes and 58 seconds. The Wonder of Stardom Championship where Konami dethroned Starlight Kid in 21 minutes and 15 seconds, and the World of Stardom / New Japan Strong Championship where Saya Kamitani defeated the 2025 5-star Grand Prix winner Momo Watanabe in 21 minutes and 30 seconds, which takes her defense record of the World of Stardom Championship up to 7, and this was her first successful defense of the Strong Championship. And,
yeah. I haven't watched the show yet. I will.
It gets tricky because all of their big shows with all the big moves are always on pay-per-view, and you know how I feel about pay-per-views every single month at $40 at $40.
No, I mean, we've talked about this countless times on that Stardom needs to make themselves more economically accessible.
Yes,
for fans, especially I'm not
especially now that they're under New Japan's umbrella. There needs to be a way.
Not even for international fans. Seriously, for all your fans, $40 a pop for your big shows. Just put it on fucking Stardom World or make a Bushi Road integrated system. Do what Wrestle Universe does with, good Lord, how many promotions is under that
There's
umbrella?
Over 12 now. Marvelous has finally joined them. Michinoku Pro's on there now. So just saying, take a page out of that Wrestle Universe book because they're collecting it's what was it, the Infinity Stones? They're collecting all the tiny indies and just putting them all in one place.
Why would you and then you got to pay separate for New Japan and Stardom? Just put it under Bushi Road, Bushi World, Bushi World, Fighting Channel or some shit like that.
And make I could see the two big shows their All-Star Grand Queendom and Dream Queendom. Make those your two big pay-per-views. But you don't need a pay-per-view every single month.
No, but the Wrestle Kingdom's going to be on New Japan World. Right? Yeah. It's not a pay-per-view.
It sure isn't.
So why is Stardom pay-per-view? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't get it. Like, and this is the thing. It's like it's Wrestle Kingdom is the biggest show in Japanese wrestling. It's one of the
Correct.
biggest shows in the world of
In the
professional
world,
wrestling. I would
arguably.
say it's the third biggest show
Yeah.
in the world after like WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's Wrestle Kingdom is the biggest show after that, and then it's still I think bigger than most AEW shows.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
mean, it also has a much longer history.
yeah.
So
So why you feel like you need to Stardom feels like they need to put a pay-per-view every month at $40 a pop? No one's paying that. I'm sorry. Here's the thing, Stardom.
I think the
Anyways, listen,
domestic
no one's
fans
paying
are, and
that.
that's why they keep doing it. But at the same time, it's like you're pricing out your fan base at
Yeah.
the same time.
I'm gonna say it's a niche.
Yeah.
It's enough to cover costs and maybe make a small margin of profit. I
Yeah.
guarantee you the profit margins of their pay-per-views domestically in Japan are not high
Yeah.
because pay-per-view is still not a big thing.
Yeah.
And
Especially
it's
with like when you have international versions of pay-per-views where you purchase the pay-per-view and you retain access to it in perpetuity,
yeah,
like on your fight TVs or whatever else there's out there. This is like you buy it, you've got 3 days to watch it, and then that's it.
it's ridiculous. We and I mean, here's the other thing is like in Japan, like in my experience at least, and from what I still understand, it's just like people do streaming. Like you stream
Yeah.
Disney Max, that's what they call Disney Plus over there, Disney Max. You stream Hulu, whatever, and that gives you access to premium events, right?
Yeah.
You don't pay extra for them, and
Yeah.
so I really feel Stardom's like it's weird because like they're owned by the same company. You
Yeah.
think
I feel
why
like
don't we just follow the New
they're
Japan model?
Yeah, I feel like their separate cable contract kind of plays into that, but at the same time, I'm like, at some point, the one company has owned the other since 2019, so it's been almost 7 years at this point. They need to figure something out. They need to figure out a better way to do this because it's really for the more creative fans that have means of locating the shows, that's one thing. But if you want people to actually pay for your product, stop making it so difficult.
Yeah. No.
And so, and that being said, I'm gonna go get off my soapbox for now because
let's continue.
Well, and on the 30th of this month, last month, November, because we're in December now, was the finals of the Goddess Tag League 2025 and Hamamatsu Industrial Exhibition Event Hall in Shizuoka, Japan. The semifinals were Cosmic Angels Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurata defeating Hanako and Megan Bain in 10 minutes and 55 seconds. And the other semifinal was Natsuko Tora and Ruaka defeating Mivita Loka's Akira Kurogane and Bozilla in 10 minutes and 30 seconds, which made the final of the 2025 Goddesses of Stardom Tag League Cosmic Angels defeating Hate in 17 minutes and 29 seconds. So I have a feeling.
And then they're the tag team champions right now. Hate.
Yeah. So I have a feeling they're going to run it back in about a month or at the end of this month at Stardom Dream Queendom, which is coming up on the 29th at Ryogoku Kokugikan. And I will have a very rare, it's a rare these days where I do a written report for post wrestling, but like a unicorn coming out of the forest, I will be putting one up probably mid-afternoon because I like to sleep. So be prepared for that.
There you go. There you go, freeloaders. Go check out more free content in the form of Karen's article, her report of what's happening with that show.
All right. And then next we head over to Dreamstar fighting Marigold. Coming up in January. They've also had their tag league, but like most promotions right now, they're gearing up for their New Year's week shows. So on January 3rd, they are preparing for First Dream at Oda Ward Gymnasium. It will be a pay-per-view on Wrestle Universe, and the full card is to be announced. However, they have announced several matches so far. There will be a 6-woman tag featuring Coco, Sariyama Oka and Shino versus Kizuna Tanaka, Komomo Minami, and Yuka Yamasaki. One of their wrestlers, Megaton, will have an open challenge, so it'll be Megaton versus X.
So Minoru Suzuki.
Or Mirai. Those are the two I'm thinking, but we'll see. Yeah, or Unagi Sayaka. That would be the other surprise that Queen of
I know
Nannies show up.
it's Minoru Suzuki dressed as Doraemon.
my God, I saw the pictures of that, and I may have to watch the Baka Gaijin for the first time in a very long time because I'm morbidly curious about that cosplay decision. Miku Aono will be defending the Marigold World Championship against former United National Champion Mai Sakurai, and probably the match that a lot of people will drop the money hands down to watch will be the GHC Women's Championship, because it is defending champion Takumi Iroha against Mayu Iwatani, which I'm fairly certain will probably be the match of the night.
Early contender for 2026 match of the year.
Day 3, early contender match of the year.
Yes.
Of course, over at Senjo, I have the results of Kaibutsu, a decade of Chihiro Hashimoto, from November 16th at Korakuen Hall. This show is free on Wrestle Universe, so if you have the Wrestle Universe, go check it out. Yuna and Yura Suzuki defeated Chi-Chi and Soy in 8 minutes and 6 seconds. Their Jajama Spirited Rookie Tournament final is where Senka Akatsuki defeated Spike Nishimura in 9 minutes and 15 seconds. There was a 3-way match where Aja Kang defeated Shin Sakura Hirota and Yu in 8 minutes and 5 seconds. Cosmic Angels, Ayo Sakura, and Natsupoi defeated Bob Momo Banana, Miyu Momono, and Yurika Oka in 10 minutes and 34 seconds.
I like Bob Momo Banana.
You never have to say Bob Momo Banana. I
just said it. I just said it. What are you talking about?
Dash Chisako defeated Maria in 9 minutes and 16 seconds. And in the main event was Takumi Iroha and Veni defeating Red Energy, which was Mika Iwata and Miyuki Takase in 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
When did Miyuki Takase certainly be, I don't know. Has she always been like kind of a comedy wrestler? Because like I was watching.
She has, but she and Mika Iwata make a very good cop, bad cop kind of like buddy cop comedy duo tag where Mika relaxes a little bit. Oh, sorry. The main event was actually the Sendai Girls World title with Chihiro Hashimoto defending against Sari in 20 minutes and 56 seconds. And I'm fairly certain that will be another match that people will want to watch later.
Yeah. So I don't get me wrong. I watch Senjo, right? And I watch Red Energy matches and stuff like that. But like I hadn't I took like a bit of a Perez break for my vacation. So like
you're allowed to. So
I just like binged a bunch of Senjo, and I just like, oh yeah, Miki Takase does a lot of comedy. Like,
she does.
Just I forgot about it, and then I remember, and just like, oh yeah, she does this all the time, doesn't she?
She loves wrestling, but she also doesn't take herself very seriously, which I can appreciate. And of course, on November 22nd was Claw Marks Strike Like Thunderclaps, Mika Iwata's 10th anniversary show at Fukuoka's Nishitetsu Hall, also available for free on Wrestle Universe, with Yura Suzuki defeating Yuna in 7 minutes and 52 seconds, Hiroyo Matsumoto and Manami defeating Chi-Chi and Veni in 8 minutes and 23 seconds, Bob Momo Banana, Miyu Momo and Yurika Oka defeating Miku Kanae and Riding Hagane in 10 minutes and 7 seconds. Dash Chisako defeating Spike Nishimura in 10 minutes and 25 seconds. The Sendai Girls World Tag Team Championships with Team 200 kilograms, Chihiro Hashimoto and Yu defeating Stardom's Fukuoka Double Crazy, Hazuki and Koguma in 19 minutes and 17 seconds. And the main event is Red Energy with Mika Iwata and Miyuki Takase defeating Ryo Mizunami and Saori Ano in 18 minutes and 19 seconds.
That looks like a great show. I gotta.
Yeah, there's a lot of people from Fukuoka on the show, which is great. Besides Mika Iwata. Then over at Tokyo Joshi Pro, again, things have been quiet, but they are also gearing up for their January 3rd show, which is simply called at the moment TJPW 26. The full card is to be announced, but then they are planning to have 9 to 10 matches, and it will be at Korakuen Hall. So those heading over to Japan for the Wrestle Kingdom week, if you haven't managed to snag a Korakuen show, try to at least go to this one because it'll be a fun time. They will be debuting 2 new talents, Henri and Shion, in a tag match with Henri tagging with Uta Takami and Shion tagging with Ren Konatsu. Shoko Nakajima will have a special singles match against her tag team partner Hyper Misao. The International Princess Championship will be the current champion Aris Endo defending against Michinoku Pro's Mirai. This will be the 15th champion's third defense. Princess Tag Championships, you'll see Yuki Kamifuku and Wakana Uehara defending against Yuki Aino and Haru Kazushiro, the 19th champion's third defense. And in the main event will be the Princess of Princess Championship with current champion Miyu Watanabe defending against Suzume. And this is the 16th champion's third defense. Tokyo Joshi Pro ends up having a lot of undercard with like many people.
They have a big roster.
They have a very robust roster, and they on these big shows they try to put everybody and their mother on there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Minoru Suzuki or Chris Brooks or somebody else show up just for fun.
Cosplaying as a maid from Maid Cafe.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as one of them rides the bicycle, I don't care. I love the crazy bicycle. Over in the Indies realm, Sarism Chapter 9 was on November 10th at Shinjuku Face. There was a very, very neat little 5-match card where Yurika Oka defeated Selene Misora in 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Chichi and Miku Kanae defeated Akira Kurogane and Rana Yagami, in 12 minutes and 15 seconds. Mirai showed up to defeat Yuri in 15 minutes and 20 seconds. Bozilla and Kaoru Ito defeated Nightshade and Benny via referee's decision in 15 minutes and 41 seconds. And in the main event, Sari and Suzu Suzuki defeated Chihiro Hashimoto and Natsupoi in 19 minutes and 12 seconds. The big announcement after that show was that Sarism Chapter 10, the Sun God Chronicle 15th Anniversary 2011 to 2026 will be held at the Yokohama Budokan, which is a very big power move for Sari. On March 22nd, 2026, of course, the card is to be announced. I'm guessing it's going to be more than her usual 5-match Shinjuku Face special, but I'm very curious to see where it's going to go.
My guess is like she's already lined up the main event, her against someone huge.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say probably there's gonna be like participation from both Marigold and Stardom on this show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I feel along with every other promotion she works. So
she's one of the queen of the indies in Japan. So she's got her foot in every single door. So I could see this becoming a very, very fun card to watch. I just hope that they stream it somewhere where it's accessible to get to and not too expensive. Most
Sarism shows you are streamed. They're taped for consumption late. Like I'm not sure they do it live, but like definitely
a top tape delay.
Yeah, so like it'll be available. Like as you know, Karen, along with a lot of our cohorts over at Post Wrestling, I have the means.
We have a very resourceful team. So people with a certain set of skills that they have honed over a very long period of time.
I can find these shows. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I have access to Wrestle Universe, Wrestle King, NJPW World, Stardom World. I have access to all these things, but I have means.
We'll be in touch.
I have means, anyways.
And I guess the big thing is just to wrap it all up with a bow. Here's your year-end / New Year's holiday schedule. It's just quick and dirty. Here are the core 4 promotions that I tend to talk about: the date, the location, and what the card kind of looks like. Senjo will have their last show of the year on December 26th at the Sendai Pit. Card is to be announced. The Tokyo Joshi Pro will have their year-end party on December 27th at Shinjuku Face. Again, card is to be announced, but Max the Impaler, one of the foreign staples of Tokyo Joshi Pro, will be making an appearance. Stardom will be having Dream Queendom on December 29th at Ryogoku Kokugikan. And Marigold will have their New Year's Eve special at Shinjuku Face on December 31st. And it seems like they're going past the last trains on New Year's Eve and bringing in the new year first thing. January 26th. The big day is January 3rd because Marigold, Stardom, and Tokyo Joshi Pro are all going head-to-head all around the Tokyo Dome. Marigold will be a bit out of the way. They will be having their show, I believe, what was it called? First Dream, will be at the Oda Ward Gymnasium. Full card to be announced. Stardom is doing a Shinjuku Face doubleheader, a 1 p.m. start and a 6:30 p.m. start for their New Year's Dream. all of these cards will probably be announced right after Stardom Dream Queendom, probably a day or two. So, and depending on how things pan out at the Tokyo Dome for Shuri versus Kamitani, Tokyo Joshi Pro they have their foot in Korakuen Hall that day, and then Senjo's first show of the new year will be at Shinkiba First Ring, card to be announced on January 11th, 2026.
I cannot believe Stardom is doing, even if it's a doubleheader, a show at Shinjuku Face like that. That is such a
I'm wondering
small venue.
I'm wondering if they're doing like some fan event related to that. But I mean, in previous years, they've also been at the city gymnasium, just north of the Tokyo Dome. I don't know if another company has it booked out that day. But yeah, when I looked at the schedule, I'm like, Shinjuku Face. Are you sure?
I'm surprised they didn't try to do like a bigger venue like in Yokohama.
Yeah,
which wouldn't be that far from from Tokyo. Like
yeah.
you can especially by Shinkansen, you can do it. Like go from Yokohama to Tokyo very quickly.
Yeah. The difficult thing about this time of year is that they know that a lot of people are descending upon Tokyo for Wrestle Kingdom. A lot of the venues go very quickly, but also a lot of the pop companies in Japan all have their concerts around this time as well. So I'm wondering if it was, things like, your Yokohama Budokans and your Oto War Gymnasium. It might have been slim pickings, depending on what the concert schedule looked like, especially with countdown shows going on.
Just that Stardom is doing Shinjuku Face is like astounding to me. So I mean, if I had to pick, honestly, probably I'd go to the Marigold show.
Yeah. Oto War is a little out of the way, but it's such a great venue. It's such a beautiful venue.
But like the novelty of seeing Stardom in a very small venue like Shinjuku Face it's very appealing. And of course, like Stardom has like amazing talents. I'm sure they're gonna stack like at least a double header. They'll probably have at least like 4 good matches, two on each show, like main event style matches on those shows. So
I mean, they could have gone all out and went for Shinkiba First Ring. If you want to talk about a very niche, cozy, intimate, but also very cold because it's January venue, that's the one you go to.
I've never had a problem in winter in Shinkiba First Ring. Never had a problem in there.
My one and only time I was.
You know why?
I'm also from Florida.
I also picked the seats away from the door.
Yeah, no.
So I was
away from the door, but I was against the metal corrugated metal wall.
Yeah, so I'm by the stage entrance. Yeah. The ramp. Like for Stardom, it's a ramp, right? So like that's the furthest door set of seats away from. It's not across from the doors when they open. It's not next to the doors when they open. So like I'm getting a bit of cold air, but I'm not getting the full blast like everyone else is. So like you got to pick where you sit in Shinkiba First Ring. All right, so that's it. I think just really great shows. It's like get your pick there for big shows there. Let's move on to the Dansei side of things, the men's side of things in Japanese wrestling. We're going to start with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Quiet. They're just running their World Tag League, so nothing really major has happened, but we'll just go through the standings in Block A at the top. Four-way tie at the top. I can't even believe some of these fucking teams that are Shingo Takagi and Drilla Maloney at 8 points. Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, aka Bishamon, with 8 points. Yota Tsuji and Gate Kid, 8 points. Evil and fucking Bad Match Fale with 8 fucking points.
I hate that. You have no idea how much I hate
talking
that.
About? What the fuck are you talking about? The fucking bullshit. Toriano,
y'all are gonna hear some rage out of me on Sunday. Dr. Bruce, because I'm so.
Toru Yano and Bolton Oleg, 6 points. I mean, Bolton Oleg getting nothing against Yano. I don't have anything against the dude, but fuck, the guy's a buffoon. Why are you sticking this kid with this fucking buffoon? El Desperado, and I can't fucking believe I'm seeing Shuji Ishikawa in fucking New Japan. It's awesome. 6 points. Taichi and Satoshi Kojima. What a random team that is. I guess because they were in All Japan at the same time.
That's probably it.
2 points. And okay, this makes more sense. Yujiro and fucking Chase Owens at 2 points. But guess who should be down there with them? Fucking Evil and fucking Bad Match Fale. Oh, fuck. Block B, this looks a little bit better. Callum Newman and Great Okan, 8 points. Shota Umino and Yuya Uemura, 8 points. The Knockout Brothers, Oscar and my boy Yuto Ice, 6 points. Zack Sabre Jr., Ryohei Oiwa, 6 points. Ren Narita and Sonata, 6 points. Lance Archer and Alex Zane, 6 points. Dave Finley and Hiromu Takahashi, 4 points. And Hiroshi Tanahashi and El Phantasmo at 4 points. And recently, the Knockout Brothers defeated Tanahashi and El Phantasmo. And Yuto Ice got the pin on Hiroshi Tanahashi. So you know they got some plans for fucking Yuto Ice.
Yep.
Please not being called fucking Yuto Ice in the future, please. When you do your singles run with this fucking guy, don't fucking call him Yuto Ice, please.
Correct.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Also correct.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like, in this tag team, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just get him, like, get his real name over, for God's sakes, if you're gonna push this guy as the main event guy. I will say, what was it? It's interesting that Oscar and Yuto Ice are in the same category as who I think their Wrestle Kingdom opponents are, which is Shota Umino and Yuya Uemura. But I think the finals will, because I think Shota and Yuya are gonna win the World Tag Team. Let's get their shot at the IWGP Tag Team titles at Wrestle Kingdom. I'm gonna call that the finals will be Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura. They're gonna pull ahead to win their block, and they're gonna probably face. I'm gonna say it's hard. I think either Takagi and Drill Maloney, but more likely probably Bishamon. It would make more sense for them to defeat the former long
reigning World Tag Team champions.
Yeah, so I think so. I think the finals. My guess is the finals are gonna be Goto and Yoshihashi will take on Shota and Yuya for kind of passing of the torch, and then that gets them ready for Wrestle Kingdom and for the Knockout Brothers. And I'm going to predict early prediction. I do think the Knockout Brothers are going to drop the belts to Yuya and then Shota and just have a feud over these belts for the next year or two.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, a couple of notes after Bishamon's win over Yota Tsuji and Gabe Kidd, Hiroki Goto said to the young lion Tetsuya Matsumoto, he said, "Yo, bro, why don't you join me and Yoshihashi over here in Goto Kakume Gun?"
Oh,
that's the
it.
Goto Revolution Army.
I do love a good Kakume.
You like a good revolution?
I love a good revolution.
There you go, folks. This is a free content you get.
That's
Karen
my
Peterson,
soundbite for the show. I love a good revolution.
The American Revolution, the
not
Communist Revolution.
No, not that one.
In the Soviet Union.
Just the Goto Revolution. Revolutionary
okay.
Girl Utena for the anime fans for a deep cut.
Anyways, World Tag League Finals will be held Sunday, December 14th at Grand Messe Kumamoto, and the winner will get a shot at the Knockout Brothers IWGP World Tag Team titles. And of course, that there will be a review of that show with Karen Peterson and Big Bruce Lord. If you wonder why I call the man big, it's because he's a very tall man.
He's a very tall man.
He's a very tall man. I say this from real life experience.
I've seen the photos. He's a very tall man.
He's a very tall man. Anyways, let's move on. Pro Wrestling Noah. So a big show happened over at Korakuen Hall. No, it was Kaito Kiyomiya's 10-year anniversary show. Mad decade. He's been in this business for 10 fucking years. Supernova rookie. Came back from excursion in Canada, the United States. A lot of it was in Canada. He worked Toronto promotions, I think, for Smash Wrestling over here, and in the Maritimes as well. Did a lot of shows over in the Maritimes. They didn't know that what they were getting. They were getting the Supernova rookie who would then get fucked over by Keiji Muto.
I was waiting for the shoe to drop. What's up? There it is.
In the last several years, and that's destroying his aura. He's still recovering from that, and like getting punked out by Okada, and never getting the win back on that guy. All right. Anyways, By the way, just as a side note, before we get even to Noah here, I this wasn't in my notes, but listen, I got Rich Fan all over my fucking DMs. All right, saying, "You see that report? Shinsuke Nakamura was in contention, but WWE pulled the kibosh." And I said, I never said he wasn't a contender for being Tanahashi's final fucking opponent. I'm just saying it's it's not as likely as Okada. Okay, and that goes same with Karen. Like I get why people would want Shinsuke. Don't get me wrong, I get it.
But it was funny because while he was emailing you, he was emailing me, and he's like, "Vindication." And I'm like,
"There's no vindication. It wasn't going to happen
gaslit right now."
It wasn't going to happen.
I know.
Because he works for the fucking WWE.
I know.
And they were never going to fucking let him wrestle for a rival promotion. That is like business partners with their number one rivals in the North American market. AEW. That wasn't gonna fucking happen. And I will say personally, I do think Okada is Tanahashi's greatest rival. Like, Nakamura is his second greatest rival. He's his generational rival, yes, but Okada is his greatest rival. It's hard to pick because it's like saying if Masao was didn't pass away and he had a retirement match, who would you pick, Kobashi or Kawada? It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I would go in that case. I would go with Kawada personally because
Yeah.
there was legit heat there, so it always made for a stronger match. But Kobashi, you can't say, Anyways, Okada. It doesn't even matter because I've been proven right, and Okada sold out the fucking Tokyo Dome because that show was not going to sell. I guarantee you that show was not going to sell out unless you pick Shinsuke. Yes, Shinsuke would have sold that out with Tanahashi's final match.
I know,
but as it stood, Yota Tsuji versus Konosuke Takeshita is not selling out the fucking Tokyo Dome. Okay, Okada as Tanahashi's last opponent is selling. So I know you say selling out. It sold out the fucking Tokyo Dome.
I'm just going to throw this out here for fun because I'm going to be a chaos demon because we're talking about Noah. Hey, Noah, how about you have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Hiroshi Tanahashi at Noah the New Year on January 1st, just for fun?
Well, he can't do that. He's the president in Japan. He can't work for rival promotion in that sense.
He showed up for what he's been on other shows before.
Yeah, but that's after his retirement. He's not going to break his retirement.
But it's before his retirement. It's 3 days before his retirement.
That's not happening. I know. They're not letting him do that.
I know.
I'm not New Japan. I'm talking about WWE.
I know. So. I just want to have a good time. That's all. I just want to love wrestling. Is that so much to ask?
No, I'm not saying Nakamura is a bad choice. I'm just saying it's the least likely choice. And
I know.
There's no vindication when you tell me WWE, he was in contention, WWE put the kibosh on it. That's not vindication to me. Sorry, Rich. I love you, bro. But that's not vindication. Anyways, Kaito Kiyomiya fucking worked his ass off on this fucking show. He was in the opener. He defeated Hitoshi Kumano in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Following that, there was a singles match between Daiki Odashima, who took on and defeated Yuto Koyanagi in 7 minutes 43 seconds. Hiroto Tsuruya defeated Midori Takashi in 8 minutes. There was an 8-man tag team match with Kiyomiya teaming with his All Rebellion teammates Alejandro Harutoki, Kai Fujimura, taking on defeating Andy Wu, Jack Morris, Junta Miyawaki, and Naomichi Marufuji in 11 minutes, 17 seconds. But that's okay because right after he had a fucking 60-minute Iron Man match with Keno. Kaito Kiyomiya wrestled collectively almost 9, almost 12, 21 minutes in 2 different matches. And one was an 8-man, so he probably didn't wrestle that much in that one. It was only less than 12 minutes. But he went 60 minutes with fucking Keno in the main event of this show. And Keno defeated Kaito Kiyomiya 4 falls to 3. I'm curious. Like, I don't want to watch a 60 match, but I'm going to say it probably was paced pretty well. So I'm going to go back and but that's not the big news, Karen. The big news is because
I saw that.
Noah decided, you know what? We need to spice things up here in pro wrestling, Noah.
No, we don't. Things are fine. Ozawa's back. Things are fine.
We need to give early Christmas cheer to all the wrestling fans in the world, particularly the ones who try to follow Noah, and they brought in the Good Brothers, or as I like to call them, the low effort brothers of Carl Anderson, the Machine Gun. That's right. He did the bullshit, and fucking Doc Gallows, a man who famously was in a match that Antonio Inoki fucking hated so much. This is I don't fucking care how many tag titles this fucking guy has won. This is his fucking claim to fame. Doc Gallows was in a match so fucking bad, okay, that fucking Antonio Inoki himself, the fucking pioneer, the fucking founder of New Japan Pro Wrestling, fucking stopped it. He fucking rang the bell and he said, "Get the fuck out of my ring." And he yelled at them because they were so fucking. He was in a match. I think it was Sylvester Turkey was the other guy in the match. The Predator, I forget. But fucking Luke Gallows was in a match that fucking Antonio Inoki hated so fucking much. He fucking stopped it mid. It's on YouTube. Go look for it. It's hilarious. But anyways, this is terrible because these guys have not done anything worthwhile watching in fucking 5 years. You know, because they stopped caring. They got the WWE money. They got kicked out of WWE. They said, you know, you guys aren't really doing anything for us. They go to TNA. They don't do anything there. They go anywhere they go. They don't do anything. So they're not going to do anything here because they don't fucking care. And that's the thing. They don't fucking care, and I don't care about them. So there you go. Anyways, I don't care. I'm going to be probably skipping everything they do because they're not worth watching because they're fucking boring. They're fucking boring. It's like, if you like, why are you wearing your fucking Bullet Club War Dogs fucking gear? You know, to fucking Noah. They don't fucking work there. That's not their brand. Like, anyways, let's move on. They got some upcoming shows to make me feel better. Sunny Voyage 2025, December 13th. That's this coming Saturday as of this recording at the Nagoya, Lives Nagoya Naichi Prefecture. GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. The 64th champions Daga and Daiki Odashima will take on Tarusuke and Jun Masaoka. This is their first title defense. And then the GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Championship will be on the line as the 74th champions Masa Kitamiya and Takashi Sugiura, who just recently regained the belts from Hank and Tank, excuse me, will take on the challengers of Naomichi Marufuji and Keno in their first title defense of their second reign. And then following that, excuse me, got a bit of a frog in my throat. At Noah, the New Year 2026 on January 1st at the Nippon Budokan in Tokyo, Japan, we'll see the Progress Atlas Championship match of Will Cross taking on Saxon Huxley. There will be a special invitation match as Karen is updating this
as I can.
As we get an update live on air. But we'll come back to this. No, keep typing. GHC National Championship match. We'll see the 18th champion Dragon Bane from Mexico taking on his brother and tag team partner Alpha Wolf in his first title defense. GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Our 59th champion, very dominant match champion, Hiromu Takahashi from New Japan, will take on his usually his tag team partner in Noah, in Amakusa, in his third title defense. And I kind of feel like Hiromu's winding up his reign in the GHC Junior division, which is a shame because he's pretty fucking awesome there. He's really livened up that division, fired it up. And then the GHC Heavyweight Championship match, our 49 champion Yoshiki Inamura, who recently defeated Kenta to win the title, and great match. I watched it. I go out of your way to watch that. We'll take on the he turned heel on Inamura Ozawa.
Again?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, he was pretending he was like coming back from his leg injury, and he's pretending he turned baby, but it was too goofy. He was so cheesy doing that stuff that I was like, oh, he's still a heel.
I like the Ozawa that read Kiyomiya for filth last year. I want him back.
And the newest addition to this card, the one I will skip, special invitation match, Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris. Good Lord, taking on Carl fucking Anderson and fucking Doc Gallows. Okay, skip that one. That's where I'm gonna go. Go microwave some popcorn probably, and come back later. Let's move on. All Japan Pro Wrestling. they're also in the midst of their tag league. But guess what? There's still some news because one of my favorite wrestlers in that company, Yuma Aoyagi, did something really fucking stupid. He got into a traffic accident in my Jimoto. Watashi no Jimoto. Numazu. Numazu-shi. Numazu-shi wa? Numazu-shi. Watashi no Jimoto does. That means it's my hometown. Like I consider I lived there 10 years. So I
Yeah,
think
you're a local guy. Like I call Tottori my Jimoto,
right,
my hometown.
So that's my Jimoto. So when I saw this news, I was like, "What the fuck? Was it Numazu? Awesome! Well, that's awesome."
There's the new catchphrase. That's our Jimoto.
So on November 23rd at 4:30 p.m. in Numazu City, Yuma ran red light. He allegedly ran red light and caused another vehicle to strike the right side of his vehicle. And then, thankfully, Aoyagi himself suffered no injuries, but the other party was taken to the hospital because they claimed that they had a leg injury. As usually happens when you have a collision with two cars. But when the police questioned Yuma Aoyagi, they discovered, I can't fucking believe this, they discovered his driver's license. So it's bad enough he got into a car accident. If he ran the red light, that's bad enough. He had not renewed his driver's license.
Oh, the test is so hard. Why would you not renew it? Dum.
Yeah, like it's just all you got to do is paperwork to renew it. Once you getting it is hard.
Getting it's hard. Keeping it is the easy part.
Anyways, due to this, All Japan has taken action by saying that Yuma's salary will be reduced to 50% for 3 months. He also be suspended from in-ring action and from work for 3 months. So by the end of February, he can come back to work. He'll get his full pay again. But he can't wrestle until the end of February, until probably March. Probably will have to publicly apologize to every fan in every arena that they go to. She should.
Private press conference in a suit.
So
black
then
suit, black tie.
Then he was in the tag league with Yuma Anzai, and this screwed over this young guy's career because I don't think they were going to win the tag league, but I'm sure they would have gone far.
Yeah.
But they had to forfeit everything because he suspended his tag team partner. He couldn't. Too late to get a new tag team partner because then they have to rebook everything. So, anyways, there you go. But speaking of Yuma Anzai, he recently nominated himself to challenge Kenta Miyahara for the Triple Crown at All Japan's New Year's Eve show, along with Jun Saito. Please don't let that happen. Make it Kenta versus Yuma Anzai. I think that'll be a great match. Usually the Cork and Hall New Year's Eve New Year's shows are pretty awesome affairs. At least the main events will tend to be pretty good. So looking forward to watching that. In other news, Daisuke Sekimoto, formerly of Big Japan Wrestling, but more freelancer, has announced he will be able to come back to wrestling on December 20th at Cork and Hall, which is when the Real World Tag League finals will be held. Sekimoto had been sidelined with a leg injury since September, so the event card itself is not been announced because the Real World Tag League, is still going on. So, but speaking of that, let's go to the standings of the Real World Tag League as of November 7th. In Block A, Ren Ayabe and Talos, the two tall guys, are at 8 points. Hideki Suzuki and Kengo Bishima, 6 points. Shotaro Ashino and Go Shiozaki, 6 points. Hokoto Omori and Kuma Arashi, Bear Storm, are at 4 points. Musashi and Seiki Yoshioka, 4 points. And Dan Tamura and Hikaru Sato at 2 points. In Block B, the current World Tag Team Champions of Zion and Odyssey of Havoc are at 10 points, leading the whole tournament. Kento Miyahara and Dave Boy Smith Jr., 8 points. Ryuki Honda and Naoya Nomura at 6 points. Takashi and Kushiro Tokyo Japan at 4 points. Atsuki Aoyagi and Rising Hayato at 4 points. And at 0 points and remaining at 0 points for the rest of the tournament, Yuma Aoyagi and Yuma Anzai. And then final notes will be just the results of an indie show that happened over on December 4th. at Corkin Hall. Pretty good turnouts. 1,668 fans. So it was overcrowded. They felt that thing with the show for Tiger Mask Strong Style Pro Wrestling Volume 37, the 20th anniversary. Big show with how many 7 matches on this show. So let's run through them. Megumi Yabushita took on Utashima, and Yabushita won in 6 minutes, 16 seconds with the cross-arm bar. The Great Sasuke, Tiger Mask 4, and Hayabusa, the new Hayabusa, took on Ikuto Hidaka, Masamune, and Fuminari Abe, and the winner was Tiger Mask in 9 minutes, 42 seconds with the Juji Gatame on Masamune. Shuri and Rana Yagami took on Yuko Sakurai and Chichi, and the winner was Shuri in 12 minutes, 5 seconds with the Suzaku on Sakurai. Hayato Mashita and Yuji Nagata working all over the place. This guy's working. He's fucking working Osaka Pro Wrestling down in Osaka.
Let's go.
Anyways, Hayato Mashita and Yuji Nagata took on Kazuyuki Fujita and Kendo Kashin. These are all guys. Nagata's like generational, generation. They're his generation. Fujita won 10 minutes, 42 seconds following a soccer ball kick on Machida. Sucks to be Machida because I'm sure he did not pull that fucking kick because that's how Fujita rolls. And the first Tiger Mask, Satoru Sayama, appeared and he declared, what the fuck? He's going to change pro wrestling. How's he going to do that? You asked me, WH, how's he going to change? How's Satoru Sayama going to change?
How is he going to change professional wrestling?
Because he's going to start his own fucking dojo called the Strong Style Dojo.
All right.
Yeah, that's really going to change pro wrestling when you're doing a style, a dojo, like shoot style, apparently, that everyone else fucking does in this country. So Masakatsu Funaki and Dave Boy Smith Jr. teamed up, took on Kushiro Tokyo Japan and Hideki Shrek Sekine. I would have totally gone to the washroom during this match. The winner was Funaki in 11 minutes, 51 seconds over Kuroshio. And then he used a crushing victory following Funaki with I forget what the Funaki with the crushing victory following the loss of the title. I forget what this is referring to. Anyways, 6 match Jaguar Yokota, Sari, and Takumi Iroha. What a team that is versus Nori, Mirai, and Hozan. Mirai's just getting everywhere since she went freelance, right?
I am glad she's now joining the Queens of the Indies ranks. I'm very excited for her.
The winner was Takumi Iroha, 9 minutes, 51 seconds following the running 3 on Hozan. And then Mirai and Sari, this is why I say she's everywhere. Mirai and Sari had a stare down, and they're to hype up their upcoming singles match at the Shinjiro Otani Aid New Year's Day show at the Corkin Hall. So that's going to probably be the best match on that show. I don't know what they've announced for that show, actually. I didn't find any information about it, so I'm going to have to look that up later.
To clarify what you were asking about, at the Strong Style Legend title was dropped when Kuroshiro Tokyo Japan defeated Masakatsu Funaki by referee's decision in 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
Oh, I see. So it's the comedy title.
36.
It must be a comedy title because there's no way you can say with a straight face that Kuroshiro Tokyo Japan is a legend in professional wrestling.
He defeated Super Tiger to get it back in March and then defended it against Jinsei Shinzaki over the summer and then dropped it to Kuroshiro. So, yeah, so that was what your note was. Okay. Yeah, so the legend title is a comedy title because it's on Kuroshiro Tokyo Japan now. Jacket Man. And in our main event, for the SSPW World Tag Championship, Super Tiger and Masashi Takeda, who is a deathmatch wrestler. He's a very good deathmatch wrestler because he's actually a really good wrestler who happens to love doing death matches and has got the scars to prove it. Took on Kazunari Murakami and Hidokoi Yoshio Takashi, and the winners were Super Tiger, following a high kick on Murakami in 12 minutes, 3 seconds. And then this was to crown the first champions. So Super Tiger and Takeda are the first champions. And Takeda stated that it's only fitting that him and Super Tiger became the first tag champions of this promotion because both of their origins
are in the shoot style. And this is a shoot style promotion. No, it's not. It's you're not getting the second coming of fucking Akira Maeda's rings or fucking UWFI here, folks. Just letting you know. Just letting you know, when you get fucking Kurashio fucking Tokyo, Japan, it's not a fucking shoot style promotion. Just letting you fucking know that. All right, that wraps up like quiet month, but that's okay because we have our best of the year. And where are my notes for that? There they are. So let's run now. Karen, I'll say the category. You tell me your choice. Okay. And then I'll tell you mine. Okay. So
okie dokie.
For best promotion of the year, just so people know, I have my winner and then I have my 2 runner-ups for the category. What was your best promotion of 2025?
Well, I'm gonna call, like, people will be surprised. The answer is neither Stardom nor Japan nor New Japan nor Noah. I'm going with Sendai Girls in 2025.
Why did you pick Sendai Girls?
So, of course, this is the brainchild of Meiko Satomura, who retired earlier this year on April 29th, including her having a final run with the Senjo Women's Championship. The current champions include their junior champion, which was a belt that had been shelved for a while that they brought back with Aya Sakura, who was defeated by Yuna earlier this fall. The Senjo World Tag Team Champions, as always, on their fifth run with the belts, is Team 200 kilograms with Chihiro Hashimoto and Yu. And the current Senjo World Champion is Chihiro Hashimoto, who defeated Satomura for the belt. And her defenses include Maika from Stardom, who actually came back from injury today. Mika Iwata and Sari. They've partnered with many independent promotions and the bigger promotions, including Stardom, Tokyo Joshi Pro, and Marvelous. And often showcase freelancers like Yu, Sari, Saori Ano. An upcoming match that I would highly encourage everyone to try to watch will be, for the first time and for the last time, a decisive battle involving Natsupoi and Saori Ano against Team 200 kilograms, Hashimoto and Yu. And yeah, with Team 200 kilograms on their 5th run, Yu and Hashimoto have defended against Lena Cross and Benny Manami, who is a homegrown within Senjo, tagging with Ryo Mizunami, Stardom's Fukuoka Double Crazy, which is Hazuki and Koguma, and most recently Mika Iwata and Miyuki Takase earlier this month. And the details are fuzzy to me. I haven't been able to find more information about it, but Yu has decided to retire at the end of this year. So on December 28th, we'll have, I'm guessing she's going to have a retirement show. I haven't found any details as to when or why or how or where, but she will have her final Senjo tag in Tokyo on the 21st at Shinkiba First Ring with Hashimoto against Yurika and Manami. I just feel like for such a small promotion compared to all the big players within the Japanese industry, Senjo has been like having consistently good matches, and they're consistently focusing on developing their own talent, but also working as they have since a lot, both before the pandemic and during the pandemic, and since the pandemic, working with a lot of independent talent to always keep their product fresh, but also dispatching their talent to the bigger promotions as well as many of the independent promotions to they're kind of like the linchpin that holds holds both the big scene together as well as the independent scene, kind of like they're just tying it all in a nice pretty bow. So yeah, that's why I picked them.
No, I mean, I for most of this year, I would constantly say like I like Sendai Girls as a fun. It's an easy promotion to follow. They have easy shows to follow. They weren't my promotion of the year.
That's fine.
And do you have any runner-ups?
No. I tried. I didn't know that we really need to prepare next year to have like a plan.
Sure.
But I just went with my gut reaction. Like,
no, that's fine.
Marigold did some good stuff. Of course, Stardom always has some good stuff. And I can't like say I don't want to throw New Japan in there just because half of my job at Post is specifically covering New Japan. So I just feel like picking them is kind of a cop-out because they've had some good stuff, but they've also had some, unfortunately, not so good stuff. So, yeah.
All right. So I will say as much stick as I give them, I'm going to say Stardom is my promotion of the year,
All right.
mainly because like when they need to deliver
Yeah,
with their big matches, they deliver.
that's fair.
They've had some like I was just like reviewing like their big matches of the year, and like it's unbelievable. And they've had like I think one of the best programs with the Tom Nakano retirement,
Yep.
with against Saya Kamatani. Like some questionable things in there, but the matches themselves really delivered.
Mhm.
And it was a very emotional event when Tom retired. So I think like plus like the Shuri sorry stuff, the the last vestiges of Mayu Utani and Stardom have been really good, and like the kind of elevation, like really an establishing of Saya Kamatani as this like force in Japanese wrestling
Mhm.
as a whole has been pretty well done for the most part. And then like just like when they do like not the tournaments themselves because they're too long like and the
Yes.
paper and the constant pay-per-views, that's too much. But for when Stardom needs to be a wrestling company and deliver on big matches with like a lot of emotional kick and quality wrestling in them, they do deliver. So
I would agree.
I think more than pretty much any other company in Japan, I think they do that really well. So that's why they're my top promotion of 2025. Following the second is Marigold. I think you establish a bit more kind of like of the roster in terms of experience and like stories with character development. You'll get there in no time, I feel. And then third place was New Japan Pro Wrestling. Okay, best. So we originally I thought of the idea of like I said earlier, we're gonna do best male wrestler, best female wrestler.
Mhm.
But then as I compiled, I just thought the best wrestler is just the best wrestler in general. So should I go first?
Go ahead.
All right. So the best wrestler of 2025 is, in my opinion, Sari. If you look at Sari's year, unbelievable. Working like starts the year by dropping the Margo World title to Tanahashi Shida in a great match, and then basically doesn't work there. She pretty much wrestled there for the most part in 2024, but like 2025, she decides to shift her focus to Stardom.
Yeah.
And then but working tons of indies, Marvelous, Seedling, Sendai Girls, independent shows. She's just everywhere, and like her influence in the overall scene cannot be understated. Like I really think like people follow what she does. I think people like respect her to the extent where she can work Stardom and Marigold, like and probably put wrestlers from both promotions on her Sariism shows. And then she's a promoter herself. And the great thing I think about Sariism shows are that they feature a lot of talent from different promotions on them, but she always makes sure that there's at least 2 good matches. People are getting their money's worth as far as wrestling goes, because first and foremost, she is like a wrestler herself. Like she takes herself pretty seriously as a wrestler. So like I think she wants to kind of preserve like in her brand like this idea of like you're gonna get some of the comedy stuff sure on the undercard of my shows and like fun stuff, but when it comes for wrestling, you're gonna see it probably more or less delivered by her in the main event against like a big name. People would like say, oh shit, sorry, versus this person. That's gonna be amazing. So like just unbelievable, just an unbelievable year. Like, and so for my best male wrestler of 2025 was Konosuke Takeshita, but I just looked at Sari versus Takeshita, and like I'm not counting what he does in AEW at all.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: is like she fucking blows him away as far as what she's done in Japan. And the quality of her matches, I think, are far like. And he's a great wrestler, but I don't think his matches, the number of great matches he's had is not the same as the great matches that Sari has had.
I would float out Sari for promoter of the year, honestly.
Yes,
but with all the work that she did, both of promoting her own shows, but also being so visible in so many other promotions, her self promotion in 2025 is unmatched.
And here's the other thing: she is a legit draw.
Yeah.
Like you put her on a card, she's gonna draw a fair number of fans to buy tickets to go see that show, whether it's on streaming or pay-per-view or at work, and really counts live at a venue. Like she is a legit draw. I think one of the few indie draws.
Yeah.
Like who are bigger draws than like most people in bigger companies, I feel as well.
I'm still salty the way the WWE fumbled her, because
no, I'm not, because that means she went back to Japan.
Her coming back is proven to everybody why she was selected in the first place. But yeah, so that's my 2 cents on Zari. I think she's doing a fantastic job.
So best overall wrestler, she's number 1. Second would be Saya Kamitani, because my God, like what a fucking year she has had. And then number 3 is Konosuke Takeshita for best wrestler of 2025. For Joshi wrestler would be, you know, Sari, of course, best Joshi wrestler. But then my runner-up was Saya Kamitani, and then Azumi.
Oh, Azumi
fucking had an awesome year, like just proving like she's slated. She's world red belt ready.
I hope
2026. Her and Starlight Kid are red belt ready, and they're gonna
give me that feud, please and thank you.
They're gonna become rivals again, and it's gonna be glorious. I do think they should become Goddess tag team champions together at some point before the breakup happens.
Yeah.
But I think that would be great. Like make them, like they should defeat Natsuko and Ruaka for those Goddess tag team titles, and give them a good 6-month reign, and then that'll get them ready for, I feel like, red belt.
Yeah.
Trading the belt between the two. So best male wrestler would be Konosuke Takeshita. Then following him is Zack Sabre Jr. Great year Zack had. And then my pound for pound favorite wrestler in New Japan in any wrestling promotion is David Finlay. I think he's just come through and just he got the only good fucking match for fucking Evil. You know, that's saying something. And he every time he's in the ring, he's having a good match. So he's my runner, one of my runner-ups for best male wrestler of 2025. Let's move on.
Do I get to give my
Oh yes, of course. I'm sorry. My apologies.
I mean, that's fine and all. But yeah. So the folks that you had in your discourse for your top 3 are ones that I've had in my discourse, and I had to kind of figure out where I would go with it. And it's also kind of why I didn't pick New Japan and Stardom for my promotion of the year, because for me, as somebody, as one of the folks that regularly covers New Japan for Post, unsurprisingly, my top wrestler male wrestler is going to be Hiroki Goto, and my female wrestler is going to be Saya Kamitani. And here is my cases for both, I guess. With Goto, he defeated Zack Sabre Jr. to become the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion back at New Beginning in Osaka on February 11th. And I remember my feeling watching that match. I remember how excited Bruce and I were to review that match. It was the first time in several years where we felt, oh my God, New Japan is back. And, you know, with the whole like 20-year chase of this belt, he's a sentimental favorite of mine. And of course, you know, wrestling is, you know, subjective. Everyone's going to have a different wrestler of the year. People vote on wrestlers of the year in different places, and, you know, different people get it wherever you go. So for me, it was him closing the loop on one of the longest title chases ever. He definitely filled the main event slot of who can main event shows for New Japan without Kazuchika Okada, without Tetsuya Naito, who left the company mid-year, without everybody else who left in the past few years. And to the sense where he was having consistently good title matches, he was getting the Naito level response from the fans, and people were all aboard. Whoop, whoop. They were all aboard the Goto Revolution Express, myself included. Even though Chaos was melded into Hantai and absorbed by them. Now that he's like, even though he's closing out 2025, he's starting to pull away again, but they're actually putting him at the center of his own faction, which I think is kind of cool, even though he is over 40 and probably won't get another title run. And I think this is also kind of where I put my PWI hat on, because in the past couple of years, the company's been scrambling and talking about who the future of the company is. Is it going to be Tsuji? Is it going to be Uemura? Is it going to be Narita, Kid, Umino, Oiwa, Newman? Who is it? But none of those guys have been able to get the platform or the space or the consistency that Goto has with his veteran status. And also, I'm a gamer girl at heart, and the fact that he got cast as E Honda in the Street Fighter movie that's coming out next year, which is very much a weird, like, forbidden door kind of wrestling experience in itself, because it's going to have Roman Reigns, it's going to have Cody Rhodes as Jason Momoa, 50 Cent. And for those who, if you've seen the movie Bullet Train with Brad Pitt, it is a weird and stupid movie, but I love it so much. Andrew Koji is also in that film. So that's why I picked Goto. Y'all can call me a Goto fangirl from until the cows come home. I don't care. But I think this was a very definitive year for him. And I'm not saying he saved New Japan in 2025, but he was one of the guys holding the building together as the like more and more parts of it were leaving. If that makes sense.
I mean, it's a good choice. Like, I can't argue with it, except for why I didn't pick him is because, you know, like the back end of this year, he's been gone, and Takeshita's been like wrestling there. Like when he's not in AEW, he goes to Japan. He's been working consistently throughout the year and having really good matches.
That's also for me why I didn't pick Takeshita, is because he's there when he needs to be there, but he's not always there. And one of the biggest things about this year was the loss of another large talent, and the company being like, who is the guy that can navigate the ship? And he was the guy. And then for my female wrestler, no surprise here, is Kamitani. Her reign with the World of Stardom Championship started this time last year at Stardom Dream Queendom when she defeated Tam for the belt. And then she, you know, they had their revenge arc in the spring, which culminated in Tam being retired very unceremoniously at All-Star Dream Queendom in April 27th, 2025. She later went on to defeat Azumi to become the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. She defeated the 2025 5-star Grand Prix winner Momo Watanabe, who I thought was going to be a lock to another one. If Momo wins the belt in 2026, she might be my wrestler of 2026, just because she'll have finally completed the journey of long.
She's going to win in 2037, so she has a 20-year chase.
I don't know about covering wrestling by then. So Momo, speed it up, girl. She had 7 successful defenses of the World of Stardom Championship since defeating Tam last year, and an additional New Japan Strong Women's defense that was like tacked on after her beating Azumi earlier this year. For some reason, she had a singles match against Yujiro Takahashi at the House of Torture Purge Night of Torture, but I guess All of Hate came and helped her out. I didn't pay money to watch that show. I'm not going to pay money to watch that show. Do I have morbid curiosity about it? Yes, but I'm not going to watch it. And then early on in the fall, she announced that she was going to be at the Tokyo Dome, which is a very bold move for, you know, Stardom having not really been featured all that much on New Japan programming in 2025, other than the title defenses largely happening on Stardom programming. But that quickly turned around to her, you know, taking the World of Stardom Championship all the way to Stardom Dream Queendom at the end of this month, defending against your girl Saori Anno. So I can guarantee that that's going to be a great match, but it is also possibly a match where she could drop the belt to Anno. It all depends, because Saori Anno has had a pretty good year in Stardom as well. And then, you know, she said she's going to be at the Tokyo Dome, and sure enough, it's a New Japan Strong Women's Championship versus IWGP Women's Championship dual title match against Shuri. So either way, I think after a year or two of talking about it, they might be finally merging those two belts together and shelving the Strong Championship, because they really don't have the New Japan Strong traveling brand here in the States anymore. No. It is past time for it to go. And I think merging that lineage in will be a good thing moving forward.
For sure. Yeah. Kamitani, again, like my runner-up, just overall wrestler of the year. Just an amazing year. So yeah, great pick for Joshi Wrestler of the Year. Best tag team. You want to go first, Karen?
That's what it was. My best tag team was Team 200 kilograms, Chihiro Hashimoto and Sendai Girls. I guess I took a space out of my categories and just kind of merged it into my Sendai Girls rant.
No,
yeah,
fair enough. Yeah,
they're in the middle of their 5th run with the belt, and their last. I'm guessing their last match as a tag team will probably be that we're at the Yurika Manami match on the 21st, where they're probably going to drop the belt.
Yeah. Put over Manami, kind of give her the rub of beating this legendary tag team in the last, I don't know, what, 4 years now?
They've been together for a while now.
So,
in multiple promotions.
So my best tag team of 2025 is the current AAW World Tag Team Champions in Marvelous, and that's Sari and Takumi Iroha.
Ooh, good choice.
And just two fucking powerhouses of Joshi.
Yes.
Teaming together. Just having, like, they won the titles earlier this year, I think. Let me see. Let me just check here. When did they win the titles?
I'm hoping with Marvelous finally joining Wrestle Universe that their programming will become more accessible, because they have a lot of great wrestling.
For sure. So every time their title offense has been fun, and it's kind of like, it's interesting because, like, Sorry, has two really good tag teams of 2025. One is this one with Takumi Iroha, and the other one in Marvelous, and the other one is in Stardom with Miku Kanae. A rookie, a younger wrestler, and like they just have a really excellent chemistry. They were in the Goddess Tag League this past 2 months. Was it 2 months long tag team tournament? It felt like that.
Feels like it was 2 months. It probably was.
So they had a good run in that, and I think the story with, like, Miku Kanae saying to Sari, "Oh, I respect you so much. I want to be in the tag league with you. Like, you're someone I look up to." And then Sari just said, "You have a lot of spirit. I like you a lot. Let's team up together in the Goddess Tag League." So, like, I really enjoy both teams. Like, but the edge has to go to, like, this one with Takumi Iroha, because they are tag champions, and they're like, really, I think they might take over that the void that 200 kilogram is going to leave.
I would agree with that.
Working different promotions, because Iroha is also someone who's not adverse to working other promotions, and of course she's also the GHC Women's Champion. As well. So they were my top team. The other one I really enjoyed tag team a lot was Mika Iwata and Miyuki Takase.
They're so much fun to watch.
Red Energy. So they worked quite a few, a lot of Senjo shows, but also, like, other promotions as well. And then my runner up, and the only male tag team I thought, like, were good. They're kind of a late entry, and they came back in the fall. It's the Knockout Brothers. They did their excursion over in Europe, but they're and I didn't think, well, okay, this is kind of a dumb gimmick, especially for you guys. But they make it work, and they've had consistently really good tag team matches, and a really big highlight for me of New Japan undercards. So, like, I thought I'd give them the rub there, and make them my one of my runner-ups for tag team of the year. But let's go. Best match of 2025. Maybe I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll tell you my number one match was from June 21st of this year. Stardom, the conversion 2025 at the Yoyogi National Gymnasium, number 2 in Tokyo, Japan, and it was Sari versus Shuri for the IWGP Women's title, which Sari won in 32 minutes and 49 seconds. And of course, they had the great follow-up on the New Japan show that you and I reviewed, where Shuri regained the title. But my God, what a program. These two, I think, had 3 matches in total. They had another, like, match, I think, for no title. But this is like, I just remember just watching this, and I just, like, fuck, they're so good.
Yeah,
they're so good. And, like, there's a lot of good matches in Japan this year, but this is just, like, the best match overall that stood out for me. And I just remember, and I just like the chemistry Shuri and Sari have together, and it's just like, this is kind of wrestling I want to watch. It's like when I'm going to say 75% of most wrestling companies present wrestling I don't want to watch. It's nice to see wrestling I do want to watch. I want to see, and every time they run this match, I'm like, oh fuck, I want to watch that, because I know it's going to be good. but my runners up were from New Japan's New Beginning in Osaka show from February 11th at the Edion Arena, which would be Zack Sabre Jr. Versus Hiroki Goto. And again, for the same reasons why you picked Goto as your top wrestler of male wrestler of the year is because this match is a runner up for me because it told an amazing story. It's so emotional to see him win the title after chasing it for so long, and it was a good match. Goto and Zack Sabre Jr. have very good chemistry with one another, and Goto won the belt in a great match there. And then my other runner up was from Marigold Grand Destiny on October 26th at the Rigoku Kokugikan, and that was Io Sky, the best wrestler in North America, regardless of gender. Best wrestler in pound for pound in WWE,
hands down.
Io Sky has the best storyline. It's a little goofy now. It's getting a little cheesy recently, but like Io Sky is the most entertaining person in WWE right now in 2025, and she came back to Japan to take on her
Thunder
Rock tag team partner, her longtime rival and colleague tag team partner in Mayu Iwatani, and they fucking delivered in the main event of one of Marigold's biggest shows. And I think to see Io back in Japan in of itself is a big treat for me. Especially she's also I'm gonna say this about Io, like her fucking entrance music in WWE is the fucking best in WWE. When that beat drops, it's fucking awesome. Anyways, to see her back in Japan with that music and just take on someone she has so much history with, and Mayu's just been great this year too. 26 minutes, 28 seconds of just fucking great wrestling, and my runner up. But for me, the stakes of Sari versus Shuri with the IWGP Women's title, and I didn't know who was going to win that. I knew Io was going to win. the Mayu Iwatani match because she works for WWE, and they're not going to let her. And she's pushed strongly in WWE, so she's not going to lose to Mayu. But hey, guess what? They made you think that it was possible for Mayu to win that match. So not always the easiest thing to do. How about for you, Karen?
Well, seeing as you've already discussed two of my three picks that I've been swirling in the drain on, so I'm going to put those at a combined tied for second place. Because you did the work, you did the thinking work for me. So, of course, I also picked on the short list was Hiroki Goto and Zack Sabre Jr. at the New Beginning in Osaka on February 11th, and Io Sky versus Mayu Iwatani at Marigold, the Dream Destiny, on October 29th, 2025. But we are talking, we were talking about stories and career changes and stuff like that. So I'm going to pick my number one match is going to be Kamitani defeating Tam Nakano in the World of Stardom career versus career match on April 27th at the Yokohama Arena at All-Star Grand Queendom, because I hadn't been that emotionally invested in a Stardom match since Tam's hair versus hair match with Julia. There's been a lot of great matches. There's been a lot of great matches that I've been invested in, but when they started teasing that Tam would be retiring, or that and they did the bait and switch at Korakuen Hall for free on YouTube, and everyone's like, they're giving this match away for free, and the emotional I'm gonna say the emotional damage that I incurred courtesy of Bushiroad Stardom, Tam Nakano, and Saya Kamitani at that YouTube stream as a result weighs heavily in my decision, because I was so invested. I was so invested in this match. And I think Tam became a very large player in the post exodus of all the talent that left and established Marigold. She was one of the people that held Stardom together, and her leaving left a very, very large hole in the Stardom roster that people were like, who's going to step in? Who's going to take that place? And Kamitani has done it in spades. She's had such an outstanding year as a result. So I'm going to go with that one.
No, great choice. Great choice. Can't argue with your arguments with picking it. Great match, great emotional match. I think just it's interesting. Kamitani, her rise has been like throughout 2024 and into 2025, and just the establishment of her status as a top tier player in the world of wrestling in Japan has been remarkable. So for someone who's still pretty young still.
Yeah, she's in her mid 20s. I think she's 25, 26.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah. But she carries herself with such confidence of like someone who's much more established.
Yeah.
You know, she really has that kind of Io Shirai vibe to her, and like the way she carries herself in the ring and in media and the such. I think as far as like the void that Tam has left in Stardom in 2025, I think, you know, if they do things right, I think Sariano can fill that void, like or Natsupoi, because like Natsupoi is like, I think 2026 is a very
probably it'll be a big year for her.
I think for sure. Like I think she's gonna get some huge wins, maybe one of the big titles, maybe the red belt finally. Like I think Natsupoi. I think if Sari wins it from Kamitani, then I think
Natsupoi's gonna be the first challenger.
Yeah, I think that's a big program you can. I want to say the first challenger. I think like you save that for All-Star Grand Queendom show level, right? Like these two.
Yeah.
For a show that level.
For folks keeping track at home, Saya Kamitani debuted in August 2019. So this is how far she's come in less than 10 years.
Yeah. I saw her. She's still doing her idol gimmick.
Yep. I saw her in Shinkiba in her green and pink.
I saw her in Shinkiba too. Yeah. I was like, so it's kind of amazing to see her growth as a wrestler. But yeah. Let's move on. Best show of 2025. What did you pick?
I forgot to pick a best show.
Okay. Gut feeling.
But gut feeling. I'm gonna go with. It's hard to go like from top to like. I really can't pick one without doing a full card analysis, because I can tell you which main events made me feel like that, but I still think back to New Beginning in Osaka, because I remember we weren't just raving about the main event match in that show.
Right.
But I could be wrong.
Okay, so maybe I'll go through my pick and then
go through your pick, and I'll see if I can.
All right. So my pick for best show of the year was Stardom All-Star Grand Queendom 2025 from April 27th at the Yokohama Arena. I'll just go through the results of this. So to start off the show, you had this pre-show Rumble match. Well, you can skip that. But the first singles match was the Future of Stardom title match. Hina defeated Rana Yagami to retain the title. Singles match, Sayaka Kurara defeated Tekla as she was wrapping up to go to AEW in 12 minutes 49 seconds. Yuma Kohata defeated Rina in 10 minutes and 2 seconds. 6-man tag team match. Meiko Satomura in her last matches, she teamed up with Mika Iwata and Yuna, both her students from Sendai Girls, taking on and defeating the Cosmic Angels team of Aya Sakura, Natsupoi, and Sari Ano. So, Natsupoi, Sari Ano had, worked a lot as in indies, including against Meiko Satomura. So that's why you have a lot of history there. Good match. No disqualification match. Big story was Suzuki taking on teammate Mei Sarah, and they were having problems. So they decided, let's settle things up in this really violent no DQ match, and Suzuki wins in 15 minutes 55 seconds. Sendai Girls World title match. Chihiro Hashimoto defending her Senjo title against Maika and defeating her in 14 minutes 55 seconds. The Goddesses of Stardom title match. The Stars, the team of Hanan and Saida, who I think they're going to get these titles back at some point.
Yeah.
They're a really good tag team. They took on their teammates in Stars, Hazuki and Koguma, and really kind of established themselves as one of the top teams in Stardom by defeating them in this title match in 14 minutes, 26 seconds. Really good match there. IWGP women's title match. Shuri defeated the outgoing Mayu Iwatani to end the legendary reign of Mayu as IWGP women's champion in 20 minutes, 54 seconds. So I mean, for me that cemented this show. But also, you also had the Wonder of Stardom title match. Starlight Kid taking on generational rival Izumi. Always a good match. 20 minutes,
Yes.
37 seconds. Successfully defended the Wonder of Stardom title there. And then you had the main event. Like, just fuck, what a main event it was. World of Stardom. Career versus career. Saya Kamatani retains her title and her career and retires Tom Nakano in her last ever pro wrestling match. And 26 minutes of 9 seconds of just fucking unbelievable pro wrestling and drama. So that to me cemented like the last 4 matches on this show, but particularly the IWGP Women's title match and the career versus career match, like just put it over the top as like nothing came as close to touching the show. My other runner-ups were New Japan's King of Pro Wrestling show from October 13th at the Kokugikan. And then finally, Marigold Grand Destiny from October 26th, the one with Mayu Utani versus Io Sky, but like tons of like other great matches on that show. I'm not going to list them all like I did the All-Star Grand Queendom, but that's a great show as well.
I'm going to co-sign All-Star Grand Queendom because looking at the New Beginning show, there are several matches I remember we raved about, such as Goto defeating Zack Sabre Jr. in the main event for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match. There was the double knockout IWGP Global match between Tsuji and Gabe Kidd. There was Takeshita defeating Oleg Boltin for the to retain the Never Openweight Championship. And then there was Takagi versus Maloney. But the other half of the card is just about as good as I remember. So yeah, I'll co-sign the Stardom show.
Oh, so for sure, people go check out Stardom All-Star Grand Queendom by any means necessary from April 27th from the Yokohama Arena. My show of the year and runaway show of the year for me, because like just like that card, it's hard, the top end especially, but the whole thing is fun. But the top end is like, my God, it's good. Like, good luck trying to top that in any country, North America, whether it's United States, Canada, or Mexico. Like, I don't think, and I'm trying to watch a lot more variety of wrestling these days. But my God, I don't think anything touches like Joshi. Like, you can tell, for me, 2025 is the year was like Joshi was on fucking fire again. So we'll see 2026. Maybe the Don side thing, the men's side of things can catch up to Joshi in 2026. We'll see. I doubt it. Like, I think there's a lot of shit happening again in most of these promotions. My beloved All Japan is like in the toilet right now, and I don't see a recovery for them anytime soon. Yeah. Depends if they sign some people, but like New Japan, like half of it's good and half of it's shit. And then same thing with Noah. Half of it's good, half of it's shit.
Yeah, the good stuff is good and the bad stuff is
terrible. It's like really bad.
It gives me the sads.
Mostly like Stardom, like business wise, they also one thing. Okay, my critique of Stardom: too many pay-per-views. It's not financially accessible to most of your fans. Yeah. Too many belts. You too many titles.
Start paring it down.
New blood stuff. Just get rid of it. This strong fucking stuff.
Yeah.
Just merge it. Like IWGP Women's, that's fine. Like as like a top belt, that exhibition belt that can be defended in both. That's fine. But just pare it down to the artists, goddesses, Wonder, and I don't even like Future. I don't like even like that belt. That's not something they should have. They should be like go for the they don't really focus this high speed anymore.
All the new beginning, all the
new blood,
new blood belts.
Just get rid of it.
They're pretty, but no, just
get
put
rid of
them.
I don't even think they're pretty, Karen. I gotta say, I think they're
colorful. Really, sorry, they're colorful.
They're tacky looking, I feel. But anyways, but overall, Stardom. What's good in Stardom really shines. What's bad in Stardom isn't so bad. I usually reserve it for like the antics of hate.
Yeah.
Same. But like Kamatani doesn't really involve them as much. It like I feel like she stands out on her own, but beyond hate in 2025. So yeah, like so. And Marigold, I just think consistently is really just they don't have the breadth of story, I feel, as Stardom has, or like the breadth of like in terms of like the top tier matches that Stardom had this year. Like Marigold is very close to it, but it's not as high as them, you know.
I think they're still kind of in rebuilding in the sense that Julia leaving left a very large hole.
Yeah.
And Utami was able to fill it, and bringing Mayu over was a good move. But they also, as a result, also lost Sari. So they're still trying. They're only 2 years old, so I mean they've got plenty of time to grow.
Sure.
They don't.
I think if Sari didn't leave and she
Yeah.
stayed in Marigold, like you would probably see a lot more higher end quality matches in the main events for Marigold, that like on the level that because like she's contributed to like at least 3 of them over in Stardom as well,
Yeah.
right? Like so,
I
it's a
also
big
think
loss. Yeah.
I also think it was they kind of have a missed opportunity with Mirai, because they brought Mirai over, who's a 2-time, she was a Wonder Stardom champion, she was a 2-time Cinderella tournament winner. There was an opportunity for her to have a singles title, and she didn't have a singles title run, which I felt, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed.
I don't know. I mean, is that like what came first, like her decision to like her wanting to like not be in Marigold anymore, or like, and then they decide, okay, well, we're not going to necessarily give you.
I couldn't say one way or another when
Yeah.
the decision for her to leave versus what her booking was impacted one. It's like the chicken and the egg
Right.
argument. I don't know which one came first, but I just feel like there was an opportunity to push her to the forefront, and they really didn't, which was surprising, but also a bit disappointing at the same time.
Because it's not like, for me, my gut feeling is that like she pretty much told them early on, like I think I want to be more local, because that's the reason why she left, is she wants to be more local. So that's why she joined Michinoku Pro. It allows her to wrestle primarily in her hometown and be local and not go into
Girls World Champion.
Yeah, she can do that too. She can do that too.
Satomaru, are you listening?
But
Satomaru-san.
So like, because I think Razi Ogawa has always been high on her.
Yeah.
Right. So like he pushed her very hard in Stardom, and like I think he was going to do it in Marigold as well. She's probably going to be like, second from the top eventually.
Yeah.
Like in 2026 and 2027.
Yeah.
For her to leave that, it means like I think probably she was just decided like I'm gonna go. I want to spend more time locally. I don't want to travel as much, except on my own terms. I mean, and that's the thing about being in Michinoku Pro and like being a freelancer, is that she wrestles on her own terms. She doesn't have to. She's not looking for bookings outside of Michinoku Pro, because I'm sure she gets a nice base salary there, like enough to live on. And then she does all these fills in all these dates, and she's probably commanding pretty good money for an indie wrestler, working as many dates as she wants to, and being featured like in top matches. Like she's getting pretty good booking so far as an indie. So there you go. Like she made a good decision for herself. It does leave a hole in Marigold for sure. Yeah. But I think 2026, another banner year, going to be another banner year for Joshi. I think a lot of people are going to get elevated. A lot of people are going to cement themselves in main event scenes in Stardom, Marigold, Senjo, and everywhere else. I think Sari will continue to have a very interesting 2026. I don't know if it'll be as good as 2024 or 2025. Yeah. We'll see.
I just hope it wasn't like a lightning in the bottle sort of moment where it's like that was their year and now it's.
The only thing I can see is if she gets the GHC women's title and she defends that a lot from Iroha.
I was gonna say, then that being said, I think Noah needs to do more with their GHC Women's Championship.
Yeah,
I think Iroha is champion, and Mayu being the next challenger, that's gonna draw a lot of attention to it.
I think they
consistently book that belt better.
They treat it like they do that Monday Magic show, right? Where
apparently it's not listed under the Noah brand anymore. It's like their own little standalone. It's like Noah adjacent, kind of like an NXT sort of thing, but they like on Wrestle Universe, they're their own like menu option now.
But Iroha, like, because Marvelous is now featured on Wrestle Universe, and GHC is a Wrestle Universe brand title, like I think you're gonna see that title defended more. Like if keep. I have no problem with Aroa keeping the title.
Oh
for a
yeah,
long time, but if
fine
you're
by
gonna
me.
drop it to anyone, I think Sari would be a great choice.
Yeah,
And Sari can because a lot of shows that Sari works on are on fucking Wrestling Universe.
Yeah.
too. So I think if you treat it like something that's also defended a lot on Marigold shows, it's not a terrible thing. It's not the worst thing. And then you also contender for that would also be Mayu.
Yeah.
Right. Mayu can totally go for that. I think Mayu's quietly, slowly but surely building her title resume.
Oh, she the day she showed up in Marigold, she said she wants to be a Grand Slam champion, so she's working her way through all the belts.
She's gonna get it. She's gonna get there. I would for a tag team partner. I would love it to be Aroha and Mayu.
Oh my gosh! Yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you.
The twin star. I think that would be great. I love those two because they have so much history together, being like dojo mates in Stardom at the early days of Stardom, and then Aroha going her way. And then when she came back, it was like Mai was so happy to see her, and she loves wrestling her, and I think she equally as much loves teaming with her. So I'd like to see Aroha have an awesome tag team with Tani in 2026. That would be great. All right. Well, anyways, thank you for. Hopefully all the freeloaders, if it's your first time, thank you for sticking out with us here. And like my slandering of if your favorite is Bad Match Fale, sorry, not sorry, but fuck him. And if you love him, fuck you too. But hey, don't let that stop you from signing up at the cafe, and you get more analysis of what Karen and myself like in the world of professional wrestling over in Japan. And we try to bring it to you every month. Usually bring it to you every month. Maybe not the first week of every month, but close to it. Depends on my schedule.
As close as possible.
Close to our schedules that allow it. We both work full time, so it's not our full time job.
No.
So, but yes, you have the World Tag League Finals coming up with Bruce.
I do. I will be back next Sunday with our Lord and Savior Bruce Lord as we unpack all of New Japan's World Tag League. He's probably watched every single match, so you don't have to. And I will cherry pick the top rated matches because seeing the standings every day just makes me very, very grumpy.
He's also a glutton for punishment, I feel.
Yes. I appreciate his thoroughness. It saves me from a lot of undue hardship and pain.
Now, I don't know. Are we reviewing Wrestle Kingdom?
I have to run it by the boss man. I don't know if you and I are reviewing it, if he and I are reviewing it, if all three of us are reviewing it, or are they reviewing? I don't know.
Oh,
someone's going to review Wrestle Kingdom. It'll be a combination of one of the five of us.
Maybe John White. I don't know. Maybe me. I will say I am slated to do a preview of Wrestle Kingdom, not here at Post Wrestling, but over at Grapple with Benno.
With Grapple, lads. You are now Grapple's WH Park. They own you now.
I've done several appearances over there, so it's nothing new. But Benno asked me if I could help out with the Wrestle Kingdom preview, so we are slated to record that.
Awesome.
The New Year's Day, so it'll probably be available sometime between New Year's Day and January 4th. So keep an eye out for that. You'll have to probably be on their paid side, so please sign up. It's another great site. Grapple is a great site as well for your wrestling news. I think outside of us, like amazing analysis by Benno, JP, Maddie with his love of Roman Reigns. Well, Gareth sometimes. Gareth isn't as regular as as Benno, JP, and Maddie are over there, but like a great team, and they do so many really fun shows. Time. And a ton of other stuff. So check them out. Patreon.com. Grapple. GRAPPL.
No E.
There's no E. So check them out. I'll be on the Wrestle Kingdom preview with Benno, tentatively speaking. I don't think that'll change, but like we're gonna, and I'm just gonna tell you about what a great pick Okada was to be Tanahashi's last match.
Just hype up Shuri and Kamitani for me.
And Shuri for sure. I love both. For
Shuri.
I love Shuri. And I love Kamitani. Like they're fucking awesome wrestlers. But yeah, that should be actually a show that looks like it's stacking up to be pretty fun show so far. Wrestle Kingdom. So I'm looking forward to talking about it before and maybe after here at Post Wrestling. We'll see. We'll do Post Perez. We'll if I don't review it, I'll definitely talk about it with Karen here.
Well, yeah, we'll have to figure out when in January we're gonna record it because like that first week with the holidays,
we have to push it to like
it tends to be after the 5th. Like we try to get all of as much of the coverage of Wrestle Kingdom week into our January ProRes.
Yeah.
So please be patient.
Would probably be like sometime in the second week of January, not the first week because it's so busy.
It is a busy time.
Anyways, well, thank you for listening to us for the year. Thank you for a great 2025, Karen. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for everything you do and always making me laugh.
Thank you to your mother for being my #1 fan.
Yeah, yeah. My mom sends her love. She actually was visiting right before we recorded, so she said, "Send WH my love." I'm like, "Of course, I know he's your favorite. He's your favorite podcaster at Post." So just forget your daughter. That's fine.
That's well, it's understandable.
I know. It's the premium content.
Also, I gotta shout out this review show that John just did. Talk about 90210 with Brandon from New Jersey.
I'm obsessed.
You should watch this show.
I keep seeing it and I'm like,
you should go watch this show. It's pretty funny. And like I gotta say, Brandon, I don't know what you're doing with your hair these days, but keep it up. I tend to slander you a lot, but the hair on that show, my friend, chef's kiss. Anyways, thanks for everyone to listen to us, and we'll be back next month talking about some form of Wrestle Kingdom. As long as whatever else happened
next year,
whatever happened that week in Tokyo, with tons of shit. Like talk all about it.
The fever dream that's Wrestle Kingdom week.
That is fuck. So I'm glad we don't cover it live. That's why I'm just so glad we do not cover it live like we do WrestleMania week here at Post. But yeah, okay. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy New Year. Keep it safe. Keep it real. Keep it safe, especially if you live in America. I'm sorry.
Make good choices.
Be careful out there, and I will see all of you next year. And until next time, goodbye.
Mata rin, sayonara.